All right, in any case, let's go ahead and get to the armies. We're going to have in red Kazumi Yuuka. We're going to be seeing the Skaven here, and just going down the infantry line, it looks like we're going to have a healthy number of Skaven slaves. So three units of Skaven slaves. We're going to have the Council Guard Storm Vermin. We're also going to be seeing some Plague Monks down here. We're going to have a decent amount of Clan Rats with shields. One of them being the ROR Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, and then we're going to have a second Plague Monk. Sorry, no, 3 Plague Monks. Man, 4 Plague Monks. So as you see here, it looks like this player is going to be going for the heavy infantry build, but even with all this heavy infantry, they will still have the Teeth Breakers rattling guns. They are a wonderful unit and have a significant speed debuff from their suppression trait. Now, 4 Rat Ogres are going to be lining up the back line, protecting the rear and diving in and perhaps on top of the infantry battles where their mass is needed. Skaven Slaves will be out on the flanks, all 4 of them. Then the 2 Clan Rats with spears and shields will be behind the Rat Ogres, while the ROR Clan Rats will be up front. Okay, for the Tomb Kings, though, we are going... Oh, I didn't even go over the leadership here. Silly me. I'll get warmed up, don't you worry. We got Lord Skrulk. I guess I could have assumed that. Librabonicus, as well as the Rod of Corruption, Stand Your Ground, Pestilent Birth, Vermintide, R of Pestilence, and Plague Rash for that passive. So, going over here, we're going to check out the Tomb King forces who look like they're going to bunch up in the forest, protect themselves from incoming artillery fire. I like this decision. Front line is going to consist of Skeleton Warriors and Tomb Guard, alternating 3 Tomb Guard and 2 Skeleton Warriors. He is then going to have a back line consisting of 4 Skeleton Archers. One of them will be... Oh, yeah, the Blessed Legion of Kath. They blend in very well here. We're also going to be seeing the King Scorpion's Nikesh Legion. Sorry, King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion in the back there with their poison. Nehekara Horsemen, we will see 1 unit of them. 2 Tomb Scorpions up in the front. And then for the leadership, we have Grand Hierophant Katep. I like him. That's an interesting pick here. And as he hobbles along, we're going to see he has Arcane Conduit, Naruzi Incantation of Protection, Jaff's Incantations of Blades, the Lich Staff, the Restless Dead, and the Curse. Now, there's another big portion of Tomb Kings deployed over here, and this is the fun part, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 units of Carrion. We're going to have Nehekar Horsemen, bringing it to a total of 2, and then we're going to have 2 Skeleton Chariots. And this battle should be pretty fun to watch if I'm going to predict. It looks like it's going to be very smash and grab. But the Skaven are pushing forward with reckless abandon, not caring at all. They just want to close this gap. Plague Monks diving into combat here. In the infantry, the Tomb Kings are not going to get a countercharge either. And that is a big problem for them. The Tomb Guard should do well in that combat, but Skeleton Warrior is no match for the Plague Monks. But luckily, these Tomb Scorpions seem to be doing quite a number on them. Archers are shooting into the Council Guard Storm Vermin. Looks like they really want to get rid of that very elite unit, and they're pulling back their infantry at the same time. And I have to say, I love this micro. Very good choice here. Pulling back, refusing that flank as they get shot up down to about half health. And now these units are bunched up on top of each other, and these archers will just do so much damage. They're just pouring it in on top of them. Coming over here to the front line, we're going to see that the Tomb Scorpion has caused terror on top of these Plague Monks, and there is now a gap that the Tomb Kings may exploit, and they are pushing forward. In the central engagement, it looks like the Skaven are doing a bit better there. The Tomb Guard are in a rough spot against the Plague Monks with the Rat Ogres on top of them as well. But this Tomb King range power is still, you know, just laying in so much damage on top of the Skaven. Look at this. The Storm Vermin and the Plague Monks are just down to so little health. Coming over here, though, it does look like the Skaven are outflanking the Tomb Kings with some Skaven slaves, but we do have some Nehekara Horsemen coming over here to counter that movement. So really good micro here from Vicioussatsuma. No surprise there. I'm glad to see he still has it. Over here in the back lines, we will see that Vicious doing another very nice thing here, committing Carrion to shut down the ranged power of the Skaven. And the Skaven are having to waste shields, Clan Rat spears, as well as Rat Ogres on top of them just to prevent them from killing off these Teeth Breakers. And the other one held in reserve, because look at how long this guy is buying time for the rest of the Tomb King forces. All right, back to the main engagements, though. We will see that the skeleton skeleton chariots have gotten into combat. The tomb scorpions are coming in, and the Skaven leadership is just not holding up to the terror here. Everything getting terror routed, and the council guard very, very, very low on health. And I have to say that early targeting there has really paid dividends for the Skaven. And now the skeleton chariots coming in here. Realm 3 of souls popped, and yeah, should be seeing an Ushabti any moment now. Coming over here, we will see that Lord Skrolk is in combat with a unit of Plague Monks on top of all these archers, doing some very nice work for himself there. Curious to see where he uses the Library of Babonicus, as well as the Rod of Corruption, but luckily Grand Hierophant Contep is here, and if I'm not mistaken, that debuffs his recharge rate for those items. But more Rat Ogres routing, and it just looks like the Tomb Kings are in it to win it here. I thought I saw the summon coming down there for a second, but I guess not. And now it just looks like Skrolk is getting singled out by a Tomb Scorpion, knocked around mercilessly. He's just not enjoying life right now. And you know, coming up at a higher level overview of the battle, it does look like it's just going to be game over here pretty soon. Looks like the Ushabti summon came down over here on top of the Rat Ogres. And once again, just another big shout out to Vicioussatsuma for how well he has shut down the range power of the Skaven and prevented them from being useful in the main engagements for such a long time. But yeah, this Tomb King army was very fine-tuned and executed to near perfection as far as I'm concerned. Not say anything against Kazami there. I think he seems to be a very solid player, but you know, just a testament to Viciousatsuma's skill to be able to pull that off so convincingly. King to catch a Scorpion Legion coming in here. And boy, do I love watching this game. I enjoy it very much. Looks like the Liber Bonicus is going down on top of a Tomb Scorpion, doing so much work, but still dishing out the hurt to Skrolk. Oh, but there he goes, down for the count. And yeah, this Skaven force is not going down without a fight. Got some Rat Ogre reinforcements coming in here. Looking like they're actually diving towards the chariots, but the chariots are going to go ahead and pull through their own infantry and through the Plague Monks. And yeah, this chariot play has just been absolutely beautiful. It really goes to show, you know, how powerful these chariots can be in this matchup. And I think the 4 Rat Ogres were a great pick, and were just what he needed to counter it. But as I said earlier, the Skeleton Archers and Skeleton Spearmen just are a really hard counter to those Rat Ogres, especially when you take into account cost. Hey, Romulan, hop on in here, buddy.
GG.
GG indeed, and holy cow, look at the kills on these Nehekara Horsemen and Skeleton Chariots. I mean, enough said. And then the Tomb Guard here, 2 of them getting over 100 kills. And just the damage that these Skeleton Archers put out was insane. So, yeah, that was beautiful. I really enjoyed that game. Great game to both players. But Vicioussatsuma, I think he's just got a very nice army right there. Has a little bit of everything. A little bit of single entity terror. A little bit of air force to, you know, suppress artillery and things of that nature. Got some nice melee cavalry, deal with units pretty quick on the flanks. And then you have the Skeleton Chariots, of course, just to dive in and out of the Skaven lines. Archers to lay down suppressive fire on top of Rat Ogres and anything else that tries to close the gap. And then just a really good assortment of infantry. You know, these 3 Tomb Guard really did really well. And yeah, I just can't say enough how much this army just seemed very well tailored.